Today I'm going to show you 5 steps to completely redo a space. This is for my spring living room refresh, and I've got a lot planned today. The first 4 steps are completely free. They won't cost you a dime. The 5th step is optional and still within budget. If you're feeling stuck with your spring decor or you have a room that you really don't like, I will show you step by step how to completely revamp your space. Hi, welcome to the Peaceful Home. I'm standing here in my great room. This is the main living area, and then behind me is the kitchen and dining room, and we have 2 small rooms off of the great room, a laundry room and a restroom. I love my home, but every home has its challenges, and we can end up getting really sick and tired of the stuff we have. Going into debt, spending outside of our budget does not lend to peace. So if you want a peaceful home, we stay within budget. First off, I'm going to show you all the stuff that I have to decorate with, and then we'll jump into the 5 steps. Just got all of my spring stuff out of the closet, all of my pillows and throws, my spring decor bin, and this is all stuff that when I decorated for Christmas, I pulled out of the living room and stuck in the dining benches, and it's all ready to come back out. I'm so excited. Let's jump right in with step number 1, which is rearranging furniture. Moving furniture is one of the quickest ways to get a new look, and almost every room has at least 2 configurations that will look good. You just have to try different things, experiment, and see what works. Here I moved the recliner and wingback chair under the window, and the table that was there I moved back behind the brown couch. Step number 2 is to shop your home. Now I grabbed this ficus tree from the bathroom, and I'm going to try it over on the sofa table. I'm just going to set it down for now because I need to dust and oil that. This is a lamp that has been in the music studio, and I'm going to try it over in between the 2 chairs. This lamp was actually a wedding gift. My husband and I have been married, it'll be 39 years this month. I'm gonna try the other shade just to see what I think. What do you think? Let me know. The Empire or the Octagon? Let me know in the comments. I love to shop my home for books. Now, obviously, the majority of them are here, so that makes it really easy. But sometimes I'm looking in other rooms to grab particular colors or titles that I might like. I just put away all of my red and green from Christmas. I'm going to pick out a few more for today. I also thrifted this cover. I had an extra large pillow upstairs. One of my best tricks for cotton and linen, especially ruffles or cuffed sleeves, is to use water to iron. I don't really like to iron, and I use this wet pressing technique. You just spray the water on, flatten out the wrinkles, press with your hand. It works amazingly well. I also do this with clothing as soon as it comes out of the dryer. Any spots along the edge, the sleeves, if it's a button up, those can tend to get all scrunched up, and if you don't want to iron the entire garment, just get your spray bottle. So we'll have some comfortable pillows and a pop of color over here. Step 3, if something is working, don't change it. Don't feel the need to change everything in your home. It's kind of crazy for one thing, but sometimes you really like something or it's working in a space. There's no rule that says you have to change everything. I made these pillows last year specifically for these 2 chairs, and I love them. They're perfect, so they're staying. The other thing that worked for me was the mantle. And I basically took all these things down for Christmas and I pretty much put them back up. I needed to bolt this window pane to the wall to make sure it was secure. Now this is another area where it's fun to shop your home and move things around a little bit. Just moving something to a different room gives it some variety. I grabbed this topiary from upstairs, and this is where I brought some of the books. I was definitely going for a collected academia look, you know, where you go on a nature hike and you bring back your bird nest and your rock and you display those things in your home, as well as books. Again, what I would imagine C.S. Lewis or Mark Twain's study would look like. I only switched a couple of things, and I did add the pewter rabbit and the topiary. Another thing I shopped from my home is this coffee table. Now, I made this when we first moved to this house, specifically for this giant room, and we had it in here for a couple of years. And then we were having grandbabies that were visiting, and you know, you're just waiting. I think every kid has like either the chin or the forehead where they've fallen right onto the corner of a coffee table. So we moved it out for several years, and we had an ottoman in here. And that finally was just thrashed, and I didn't want to redo it, so it went out. And I've just had this oval ottoman, which I've never really shown you guys. I did thrift it a while back. I think it was 20 bucks. Great deal. I love the shelf underneath, but it's not enough. When you're in here and you've got something to drink, there's nowhere to put it. That's not enough space, especially if you like to put your feet up if you're watching a movie. So I decided to bring the table back in. A room refresh is a great opportunity for some deep cleaning too, like dusting and oiling furniture, washing slipcovers, and vacuuming under couches. Number 4 is to put out seasonal items. Now, decorating for spring and summer, I don't really change up much between the two. It's a spring-summer look. I will be doing a summer porch video, but for the most part, that stays the same. I'm going to bring in some coffee table books and also some seasonal items. Another favorite thrifted find. I'm going to move the camera in a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing. I love putting live plants under cloches, but I think today I'm just going to try to tuck a couple of books in here and these lamps. We'll see if they all fit. I might only be able to do one. I know I want some greens in here. I'm going to start with that. A couple of books, maybe these two. And the sheep. Actually, I think that's darling. I love that. On the first try even. I think I'm gonna have to anchor these guys' feet because as soon as I put the cloche over, they would probably fall over. Just using a little bit of poster putty. I love this book, the cover. I thrifted this last year. It's so springy. Let's see if this works. If you do nothing else for seasonal decor, simply swap out your blankets. I just washed all of my fur, my super cozy blankets from winter, got those all put away, and now I'm bringing over the lighter blankets. Usually I'll pick at least one to drape over the couch. Even if others get left out, it looks fine because they're all within your color scheme, but I'll put these in the basket. These are pillows from last year. I absolutely love this print. I'll probably never get rid of these. I just think they're gorgeous. And another very simple floral and a stripe. This is a little bird cage, and I had this nest in here with faux eggs last year, and I think I want to keep it in there, but maybe add a little bit to it. Some greens. I'm gonna put this little garden book in here. Not sure where. This is a hummingbird nest that I've had for years, and it still has the actual cracked shells from 2 baby hummingbirds that hatched out. Step number 5, buy new if you need to fill in some gaps. I prefer to thrift, buy secondhand, but once in a while you cannot find what you're looking for. And if it's something with a time crunch, you may have to buy new. Now this rug is new, but it's not mine. It's my daughter's. Joanna was gifted this and she will be featuring it on Instagram, but it gets to come here into our home and it is absolutely gorgeous. The scalloped edge is what makes it. I will put the link below if you're interested. I ordered 2 new pillow covers on Amazon. This is the first one, and honestly, I love it. I think it is so beautiful, but I figured that I didn't need it. So this has a very muted look. It's one-sided. It has this nice kind of canvas duck fabric, zipper closure, and I'll put it here next to some of the pillows. You can see how well this would go with what I already have. But I think I'm going to return this and keep the second one. This is the other one I got. It has this lovely velvet piping around it. I love the flowers, very sturdy. I haven't washed it yet. I had a 20 by 20 down pillow form that I put inside, and I think this also goes extremely well, and it's just a little different. The one thing I'm unsure about is it's a very stark white. So I'm actually thinking about tea dyeing it. And I don't have time to show you that today, but basically you boil a big pot of tea like you would dye, and you dunk it in, you let it sit for a bit, and then you wash it. And you can do it over and over if you need to get it darker. I think that will mute it just enough that it will go a little better with the beiges and creams that I have in here. Would you tea dye this? I know it's a little risky, but honestly, if it didn't work, I could wash it until it got lighter. And lastly, something new that I couldn't resist. I found this pillow at Target and the ruffle got me. I saw it like 2 months ago and thought it was so cute, but just thinking I don't need anything new. So when I look at this, I think, oh, maybe I should keep it, but I know I won't keep both. So I need to choose one, and I definitely want to keep this. So I will end up with 2 new pillows, and I also spent $5 for the fern that I added to the pot right there. But my goal today was to show the first 4 steps, how anyone can revamp their home, give it a fresh new look for absolutely no cost. Love to know what you think and what you're doing to decorate for spring. Leave a comment below. Subscribe if you haven't before. I would love to have you as part of the Peaceful Home family. Thank you for joining me today. Happy spring.